Hello, good morning. We are the Team B of the group 223 and this is the evidence of the stage 4 simple machines. The simple machines are devices with one or few non-moving parts that helps a man to move heavy bodies. They are four types: levers, incline plane, pulley, and wheel and axle.
I'm going to talk about the type of machines. The first one is the simple machine that consists in a mechanical magnitude that moves a direction with the direction of the force. These have four classes or categories. That the first one is the lever that consists in the output force, which is the weight of the object to move. The second one is the inclined plane that consists of a sloping surface that allows for subject to be raised or lowered. The third one is the pulley that consists of cylinder or drum where a rope is raised up. Is made of a circular frame that revolves on the shaft or rod. And the fourth one and the last one is the wheel and axle that consists that a wheel with a great rim around which a cord passes it. It acts to change the direction of the force applied to cord and fly used. And the second type of machine is the compound that basically is that one or two or more simple machines are combined and used together. To conclude this topic, I'm going to tell some examples that we use daily and maybe that we don't know that they was simple machines. First, the scissors, staple, hammer, stapler, the opener, nail clipper, the fork, and the scissors.
In this final project, I would like to explain to you what are the basic components of simple machines in the subject of science of motion. To start off, we have the load. The load is what we call a heavy thing that is being carried or is about to be carried. It is practically the same when it comes to physics. Then I will tell you what the fulcrum is. The fulcrum is what we call the point on which a lever rests or is supported and on which it pivots. As a fact, the lever is the first simple machine that has been ever created. Finally, by exerting a force on an end of the machine is created.
In this topic of conservation of energy, we have three concepts that are work, power, and energy. The concept work transfers energy that occurs when an object is moved over a distance by an external force. If the force is constant, it may be computed by multiplying the length of the path by the component of the force acting. Work done on the body is accomplished not only by displacement of the body from one place to another, but also even by causing invisible motions of the particle within an external magnetic force. The concept of power is defined as the rate at which work is done or the rate at which energy is transferred from one place to another. The concept of energy is explained as the capacity for doing work. Energy can exist in many different forms. All forms of energy are either kinetic or potential. The energy in motion is called kinetic energy, and the energy associated with a position is called potential energy. There also are simple machines that got the help of the conservation of energy. Machines consist of elements such as gears and bearings that work together to transmit force and produce work. No matter how complex, all machines are based on one or more simple machines that change the direction or magnitude of an applied force. Simple machines include a lever, wheel, and axle, pulley, inclined plane, wedge, and screw. Here I have some examples of simple machines. There is the lever, inclined plane, wedge, pulley, and the screw. Each simple machine uses a different kind of conservation of energy, but most of them use the force, time, or the distance, and most of them create energy. Each simple machine consists of a different use of the conservation of energy, as I say earlier. Well, the reason for these simple machines have the conservation of energy is by the use of the force that can be decreased by using distances and also the time. These simple machines can help to decrease force and to make the force stronger, and either way create energy.
Now we are going to give to you some of the concepts that you will need to do the problems. The real mechanical advantage is defined as the relation existence between the load force and the effort force. The ideal mechanical advantage is defined as a relation that exists between the effort arm and the resistance arm. And finally, we will talk about efficiency, that is obtained as a percentage of the real mechanical advantage divided by the ideal mechanical advantage multiplied by
I will
100.
explain you an example of a numerical problem related with the efficiency, the real mechanical advantage, and the ideal mechanical advantage. So our problem is calculate efficiency of a lever that raises a rock of 80 newtons if it is located 30 meters from the fulcrum. On the other extreme, a force of 20 newtons is applied at a distance of 140 centimeters from the fulcrum. So, the first thing that we should do is to analyze the data. We have that from load force, we have 80 newtons, resistance arm is of 30 centimeters, the effort force is of 20 newtons, and the effort arm is of 140 centimeters. And our missing data is the efficiency. So the procedure that we should follow is to substitute the data in the efficiency formula. But we have a problem. We don't have the real mechanical advantage and we don't have the ideal mechanical advantage. So first of all, we have to get these values by substituting the load force and the effort force, and it will get 80 newtons divided by 20 newtons is 4. We eliminate the newtons because we are dividing it. Then we have the ideal mechanical advantage that it will be substitute, it will get 140 newtons divided into 30 newtons and it will get 4.66. So now we have the data and efficiency is equal to 4 divided by 4.66 times 100, and it will get that efficiency is equal to 85.83%.
The machines for the human being are very important because with this wonderful invention, it favors that is the several heavy jobs that a human being could not do without the help of this machine. It is considered as a simple machine to use as a play are any simple machines that is responsible for simplifying the task in strength and comfort, allowing an operator to transform a task in a much simple way, and even offering the possibility to reduce the operator for a task, allowing any one of the person to perform what previously required two or more workers. The environment pollution by the machines is very large, but it can be reduced by the following to the manufacturer's instructions. Also, the human being has created a machine that helps in the environment, such as agricultural machines is the first generate example. Fir- The development of the improvement crops promotes the recent decades with a sufficient in scientists and bias to support their usefulness and safety. Shows how biotechnology can produce crop resistant to the climate change.